and welcome to another episode with me, Living Free Ashley. Today we are doing more cookies. I personally think you can't get enough cookies, especially when they're chocolatey and soft and so yummy. So today I'm making a bit of a different cookie. There's a couple ingredients in these cookies that you might go, but I assure you, they are super good. So this recipe comes from Rainbowl Foods, and I first saw this recipe on Gluten Free Vegans Facebook page, and I saw the picture and I was like, oh, those look good. And then I saw the ingredients and I went, what? Because they are chocolate tahini protein cookies with the base being black beans. Now stay with me here. I know when you think of cookies, you don't think of black beans, but I've made black bean brownies before and they're so good. The beans just give this like, it's not a fluffy, it's a soft, smooth texture. I have chickpea brownies as one of my very early videos, which I'll link up here. And it's just so good. So I just stick with me, give it a try. It's well worth it. And the reason why they're protein cookies is because in 1 cup of black beans, there's 14 grams of protein. So, I mean, you can have your cookie and be like, I'm just getting my protein. There's also protein in tahini. So in 2 tablespoons, there's about 5 grams of protein. So these cookies are chocolatey and tasty and full of protein, and they're damn good. So for ingredients today, you need 1 cup of cooked unsalted black beans, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. It's up to you whether you use refined or unrefined coconut oil. It just depends if you want the coconutty taste or not. So today I'm using the refined or deodorized coconut oil, which doesn't have the coconut flavor in it. 2 tablespoons tahini, 2 tablespoons of plant-based milk. I'm using my homemade oat milk, which I'll link up here if you want to make your own. 2 pitted Medjool dates, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, half a cup of coconut sugar, 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of rice flour. I didn't have just plain rice flour on hand, so I'm using my brown rice and sorghum flour mixture, which I used in my fluffy chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I will link up here. I don't think it'll change the texture very much because it is such a small amount of flour. So up to you to use just plain rice flour or a blend like me. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of sea salt, sesame seeds for topping, and optional 1/3 cup of vegan chocolate chips. Now the original recipe doesn't call for chocolate chips, but I'm a chocolate fiend, as you all know, so I am adding them in there. You also need a baking sheet lined with a silicone mat or greased, and you need a blender or food processor that can process small amounts. Now I usually use my Vitamix, but I know that it's not going to work in my Vitamix because it is a small amount. So I am going to use this potato masher for the first step, which you'll see pretty soon here. And I'm just going to try to get it as smooth and pureed as possible with this and a fork. And you need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and that's it. I'm so excited for these. Let's get started. is holy crap, those are good. Are so chocolatey and so rich. And you'd have no idea that there are black beans in these cookies. Holy man. Whoa. It's getting real over here. Ooh, those are good. So one thing to point out, as you can see, my cookies are not as smooth as the original cookies, but that's simply because I didn't puree and blend the beans and everything together in the beginning. But this just goes to show that if you don't have a blender or a food processor, you can still make these cookies, and they're still just as freaking fabulous. Whew. I gotta eat more. Thank you again for watching another episode with me, Living Free Ashley. Please subscribe to my channel, share my videos to those who are looking for a gluten-free vegan way of living, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and cheers to living free.